Okay, hello guys. Good evening. Happy Friday. Sorry, I was at the toilet just now, so had to run to the toilet real quick. So yes, hi Shane. Yeah, I guess so. We live another day. So I can see that not everyone is here today, maybe because of the long weekend, I guess. So yeah, let's continue with our chapter 7. Hi Tarini. Happy Deepavali. Okay, or should I say happy Diwali? Okay. So hope you are having a good weekend coming soon. All right. Anyway, so guys, wow, so many things. So I think last week we finished our oxygen and carbon dioxide cycle, right? Our carbon cycle, right? So I'm just gonna skip ahead. I'm just gonna skip ahead. Right. So let's go to our 7.2 today. Okay, we will jump into our exercise later. Pardon all the scribbling, because I just taught this morning. Okay, anyway, you know what? Let me erase this real quick. Okay, so moving on, let's jump back to 7.2. Okay, guys, this is a very easy subchapter. Okay, I hope that I can finish this by today, but I think I can't because this air pollution is going to take a while. Right, so let's look at 7.2. Let's learn about combustion today. Okay, so what is combustion? As we know, okay, we see our carbon cycle last week. So how do you convert oxygen to carbon dioxide again? You use respiration, which is what we do. Okay, combustion, which is burning, and of course decomposition. These three processes, they are going to change oxygen into carbon dioxide, and there's only photosynthesis that can change carbon dioxide back into oxygen. Okay, so you already know this. So what is combustion? Combustion is burning. So what is burning? Burning is a reaction, okay, when oxygen and fuel, they are reacted together. Okay, guys, please don't memorize the definition. This is not politica moral, okay, because so I don't care. Right, anyway, so this is what we call the triangle of combustion. Okay, again, this is what we call our triangle of combustion. What does it mean? That means to start a fire, to burn shit up, you need three things. Okay, you need three things to burn shit up. That is, number one, you need oxygen. Well, obviously, you need oxygen to burn. Number two, you need fuel. Okay, so what is a fuel? I'll mention that later. Of course, you would need heat. Okay, you need all three. Guys, you need all three. You take one away, your fire will stop. Easy as that. Okay, I don't care whatever the situation is. As long as you remove one source away, your fire will stop. Okay, simple as that. All right. Hi, April. Good evening. So we were just getting started lah. Okay, so again, this is the triangle of combustion. You need all three. It can be human feces. Yeah, it really can. Okay, I'll mention that later. Okay, so let's look at the first one. You need oxygen to burn. This one we learned it like 3 weeks ago, right? We learned it like 3 weeks ago, right? When you put fire into a jar, and when the oxygen finish burning, the fire will stop. Right? This simple experiment proves that you need oxygen to burn. Okay, you need oxygen to burn. Without oxygen, your fire cannot start. Easy as that lah. Right, so next, what about heat though? Okay, what is heat? Hi, Abraham, how are you? Okay, so what is heat? Right, let's just say, okay, let me talk about fuel first lah. Okay, so what is fuel? Anything that can catch fire is a fuel. Okay, so three branches, they are fuel. Paper is a fuel. Candle is a fuel. Coal is a fuel. Okay, you know fossil fuel? Fossil fuel they are fuels. Right, but glass, stone, paper clip, metals, they are not fuel because they cannot burn. Okay, they cannot burn. So plastic is a fuel. Okay, plastic is a fuel. Guys, do you know plastic can burn? plastic is actually quite flammable. Okay, why? Because plastic is made from petrol. Okay, all our plastic comes from petrol. So petrol is flammable, so plastic is flammable. Okay, very easy. Okay, so anyway, the next thing you would need is heat. Right, why would I need heat? You see, let's say I have a piece of cloth here. Okay, this is my piece of cloth. All right, so I have, this is a fuel, right? This is a fuel, right? I have oxygen in the air, right? So now I have oxygen and fuel, right? So why is this thing not burning? Why is this thing not burning? Because there's no heat, right? So you can't make fire in the North Pole. I would say very difficult. Okay, so in this case, you see, there's no heat, so this thing is not, it's not going anywhere. This thing is not doing anything because there's not enough heat. All right, so this is why when something is dry enough, okay, usually heat is removed by water. Yes, forest fire. Good one. Okay, forest fire, yes, it's because when it's hot enough. Guys, forest fire usually happens, okay, let's say in Australia. Australia is very famous for forest fire. Do you know that? Okay, so how does it happen? Forest fire happens because when the weather is too hot. Like how hot? According to my mama, because my mom is in Australia, in Australia, right, summer can be as hot as 40 degrees plus. Okay, I don't know about you guys lah. At 35, I'm already starting to melt. Okay, like, okay, you will notice this around Chinese New Year time. Okay, around Chinese New Year time is also the drought time, right? There's no rain or whatsoever, right? That's when the weather will start to go around 37. Oh my goodness, 37, I'm already melting already. So imagine 40 something. So in Australia, it's so they have to stay in aircon room lah. Okay, no lah, my mom just go there for work lah. Okay, anyway, so when you have heat, you see, forest is fuel, and then you have oxygen in the air. With the sun hot enough, the thing will start burning. Okay, not hard to see why, isn't it? Not hard to see why. So can you see how fire is started? You need enough heat. So when you put water onto a fire, you are removing the heat. This is how water can put off fire. Put out fire. So this is how it happens. Yes, this is chapter 7, Abraham. This is chapter 7. Okay. Yes, Shani, hello. Good evening. Are you new? Have I seen you before, Shani? Okay, we're in chapter 7, by the way. Okay, so we're in combustion. So again, when you put water onto fire, you remove the heat. So fire will be put off. Put out. Put off or put out? Okay, shit, I can't speak today. Right, anyway, so fire. Oh, this is the third time? Sorry, it's third time already. Okay, sorry. I didn't really get enough sleep today, so must be my brain playing tricks with me. Okay, Chani, hello. Sorry. Oh, third already, huh? Okay. So this is water, This is water, So this is why you need sprinkler for shopping centers. Okay, guys, do you know what sprinklers are? I'll talk about this later. Okay, sprinklers. When you go shopping center, right? You'll see these sprinklers around. These things. Okay, these things. Do you know these things? When you have fire, this thing will start spraying water. This is to remove the heat. So guys, when firemen come, okay, if let's say there's a fire anywhere, when they start spraying water, this is to remove the heat so that the fire can stop. Okay, so you need all three. So to demonstrate this point, right? Fire hydrant. Okay, to demonstrate this point, right? Okay, you look at these cups. To demonstrate. No, I'm not going to burn something. Okay, so anyway, so when you burn paper, right? When you burn paper cup, right? Okay, you know what's a paper cup? Shane, I'm in my room. I can't be burning things. I'll die of carbon monoxide poisoning. Okay, when you burn this paper cup, right? This paper cup will immediately combust. Okay, it will immediately catch up on fire. But when you put water in it, this thing will not. Why? Because the water will absorb the heat. So when there's not enough heat, fire will not start. Okay, fire will not start. Hi, Miru, hello. Yeah, I think she's trying to. Okay, anyway, so you see, okay, guys, when it comes to starting a fire, okay, guys, when you're starting a fire, do you know why they look for twigs? Okay, do you know why they look for twigs? Do you know why they look for twigs? Because twigs, they are dry enough. Guys, do you know that normal wood, okay, many people thought that wood can start fire. Okay, you're not completely wrong. Okay, if you just chop freshly chopped wood, okay, why are they showing me this? Okay, if you take a piece of freshly chopped wood, guys, this thing will not burn. This thing will not burn. Why? Because tree absorbs water, right? So when you freshly cut a tree, it still has water inside. This thing will not burn. Okay, yes. Okay, the tree will not burn. So how do you convert this into firewood? You have to smoke it. You have to put this wood into a room using smoke and dry your wood. Only they will turn into a firewood. So guys, the wood that can burn is firewood. Without firewood, you cannot burn. If the tree has oil, why the tree got oil eh? Tree where got oil one. Okay, anyway, so you need firewood to burn. Okay, you need firewood to burn. This is for sure. Okay, someone point it. Okay, no different story law. Okay, so guys, I don't know whether you guys know this. Have you seen the flammable liquid? Then it depends on whether the flammable liquid is stronger or the fire is stronger lah. Okay, could be anything. Eucalyptus oil. Hey, you guys don't give me so tricky situation, can very hard to explain leh. Okay, anyway, so do you guys know the show called Naked and Afraid? Do you know the show called Naked and Afraid? Oh, okay. If you feel like challenging yourself, please. I'm not sure whether I can show this though because there's some nudity inside. Okay, it's called Naked and Afraid. Okay. By the way, this is on Discovery Channel. This is on Discovery Channel. Shane, don't loot, please. Okay. This thing, I'm not sure I can show it. Okay. They need to live in the wild for 21 days. Okay. They will only give you a knife. That's all. They will give you a knife. You have to survive in the wild for 21 days. Guys, this show is freaking brutal. Yes, no clothes, no clothes, no clothes. Okay, and usually by the end of every episode, they are so famished. Well, are you even surprised? They are so famished that they have their face like sunken already because guess what? Surviving in the wild is not easy. Okay, don't think your mom will let you watch. I mean, there's nudity, but there's nothing sexual. It's just very brutal. Okay, because you have to go hunt. Okay, and okay, some they are really strong. They can use their knife and they make tools and they started hunting. They make traps though, really cool. But you see, okay, what am I trying to say here is there was an episode. They got sent to, I think, Ecuador or something, some South American country lah. And it was during monsoon season. It was a rain. Okay, and because of the rain, every twigs got wet, so they cannot even start a fire. It got so cold. Towards the middle of the challenge, they tapped out. They surrender. That means they gave up the challenge because everything is wet. They cannot start a fire. Guys, do you know this? Okay, guys, if you were to be thrown in the forest today, the first thing, do you know what you do? You start a fire. Because fire can chase away wild beasts or whatever things that's going to hurt you. When there's fire, all these things that will go away. So you need to start a fire. Not to mention, it will keep you warm because you're naked. You're cold. At night, you are freaking cold. So if you cannot start a fire, then your chance of survival is very low. Instead of watching very brutal shows, hey, they have some group one, There was one, they go to Africa, they survive for 90 days, I think. Okay. Anyone die in the show? No, you won't die. You can choose to tap out. You can choose to tap out. Guys, this is freaking brutal. This is freaking brutal to the point they have to start eating grass and they have to start eating insects. Okay, they have to start eating insects. They have to pry trees open and start eating nymphs. You know, nymphs, baby insects. Freaking brutal, man.
This
okay?
is when Mr. Beast decides to make a reality show and the reward is like $100,000.
No.
Today I made a reality show.
Okay, guys, no amount of money would make me do this, man. Okay, every time I watch this with my wife, I look at her and say, shit, man, I praise aircon, praise a roof over your head. No amount of money in the world would get me to do this shit. Okay, I love my air conditioner very much.
Not even if you could own Amazon.
Hey, not to mention when they sleep at night, okay, I think the episode in Africa, there was one night they sleep, right? There were hyenas around their place. Freaking hyenas.
Yeah, sounds like surviving in the wild.
Yeah, imagine a bunch of wolves around you while you sleep. Have fun. Okay, guys, I'm okay. Guys, we evolved from this shit, okay? Our Paleolithic ancestors, they already went through this shit. Why are we going backwards? I have nothing to prove.
For money, of course.
No thanks.
Also, insert
No
a cat sleeping here, captioned, me when there's 10 wolves surrounding me while I'm sleeping.
Freak, no, I ain't doing that. Okay, so you guys go and watch this lah. I think it was on YouTube. But snippets lah, not
YouTube. Wow, the most child-friendly place.
Okay lah, guys, this is nothing sexual lah. This is just it's just brutal. Okay, no amount of money would make me do that. Okay.
I think you.
Okay, so anyway, so shall we move on? So next time when you are, make sure you, Henry, are you okay?
Oh, nothing, Kashai. I'm sorry.
Okay. So anyway, so moving on. So like I said you need all three to start a fire. So when it comes to extinguishing fire, okay, it's to remove one away. Right. So when you extinguish something, right? What do I mean extinguish? Okay, when you're extinguishing fire, right? You're just removing one of the element from this triangle. When you, like I said, when you take away one, you stop the fire. Right? Okay, so let's move on. Let's go to fire extinguisher. Okay, so this is what we use to put out fire. Small fire anyway. Whole thing falls apart. What do you mean whole thing falls apart? Okay. Anyway, so we have 4 types of fire extinguisher, by the way. Right? I'm not sure whether you have seen this before. There are actually 4 types. We have water fire extinguisher. We have dry powder. This is the one you use in your school actually. And then you have foam extinguisher. Okay, funny enough, yes, they spray out foam, but they're not very useful. And of course, you have carbon dioxide extinguisher. So you might say, sir, why the hell do we need so many? Yes, exactly. Why do we need so many? Because we have different types of fire. Believe it or not, you have 4 types of fire. Okay, you might say, sir, I thought fire there's only one. Yeah, there's only one type of fire, but there are different fuel. Okay, say for example, if a wire in your house caught fire, would you use water? No, you don't. Okay, be my guest lah. You try this and see what happens. And then you don't use foam too, because these two, I mean, it's no brainer lah. Miru, stop being so edgy, are you? Okay, anyway, so dry powder. Okay, this is the most useful to use. Okay, what is dry powder? Next time when you go your school, it says there ABC powder. This is your dry powder fire extinguisher. It looks like this. It has this blue color label at the side. So your ABC powder. All right. Usually around your school they use this thing one. Okay, guys. Next Monday, right, when you go to school, right, do me a favor. I'm not asking you to go and play this. Do me a favor. Check the expiry date. Check the expiry date on your fire extinguisher.
Yes, I'd love to go to school on a Deepavali holiday.
Oh, okay, Tuesday, sorry. Okay, Tuesday. Okay, so you see, why do I ask you to check this? Because most fire extinguisher, they are expired. Okay, they're expired. So okay, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you cannot use this when expired, but when fire extinguisher when they expire, right, they are less effective. You can still put out fire, no problem, but it's less effective already. Yes, SMK they expire like centuries ago, I know. Yes, you go. Oh, is it okay? Then you go and check. Okay, you go and check because where's it's a sticker right? You can't miss it. It's very obvious. Okay, it's right at the top there. Okay, because in TDC, right? why am I exposing my own company? Okay, because in DDC, right, most of our fire extinguisher they are expired. Okay. Okay, you know why, guys? You know why? Because first of all, fire extinguisher is very expensive. Okay, if you want to change everything, it's a huge hassle. And since Malaysians, we are like this lah. If there's nothing wrong with it, don't touch it, right? Have you seen any fire in your school? No, right? So they don't really enforce this thing lah. I mean, I have a student asking me, sir, don't we have some kind of law to govern this? Yes, we do. We have laws governing things, but having the law and enforcing it, it's two different story, right? Do we have laws stopping people smoking in restaurant? Yes, we do. But do you see people smoking in restaurant? Yes, they do. Heck, even police, they smoke in mama. They don't give a shit because do we have laws? Yes, but what, are we enforcing it? Freak, no. Okay. Okay, good. Fire drill. Okay, so if you want to play fire extinguisher, right, wait for the fire drill lah. Wait for the fire drill, okay? Because usually there will be some abang bomba going to your school, then they will demonstrate you how to use that thing, right? Usually lah. Okay. So guys, it's actually expired. It's actually expired. So I don't know lah. Malaysia, we don't really we don't really care much about this thing. Okay. Unless something bad happens. So usually we use dry powder. Then you might say, sir, what about carbon dioxide? You will usually see this in restaurants. Okay, in restaurant. Why? Because if let's say you work in a restaurant, right? If you work in the kitchen, right? If there's a fire, you can't spray this because, okay, first of all, have you seen dry powder fire extinguisher before? This thing is so messy because as the name says, it's powder. This thing's job is to cover the fuel. Okay, this thing is so hard to clean. How do I know? Because my stupid ass friend, he actually pressed on this in school. All right. So what he did was, because at our school, right, near our corridor, there was a fire extinguisher. So I don't know what's gotten into him lah. Suddenly one day, right, he actually, okay, do you know you cannot press just like this? There's a pin, there's a safety pin, just like a grenade. Okay, so there was one day, I don't know what has gotten into him. So he pulled that pin. Okay, I thought he's just, he's just trying to shit around. But I didn't know, okay, you guess what, you know what's gonna happen next lah. So when he started pressing on this thing, oh my God, okay, this pipe started dancing everywhere. And the powder got sprayed everywhere. Word of advice, guys, if you were going to do this, be advised that this powder smells like shit. Okay, this powder smells like shit, and then you will suffocate on it because the powder is so fine, it will get into your lungs. Okay, so not to needless to say, my friend got into a huge trouble. They have to call his parents to come to school because he merosakkan harta benda sekolah what. So they have to, the parents have to come and the teacher have to kind of like lecture him a little bit lah. So jangan tangan gatal ya. Okay, so this is what he did. But thanks to him lah, I finally knew how this thing looks like. Okay, so thanks to him, I don't have to do it because he did it. Some poor bastard took the blame. Okay, that's him lah. Yeah, secondary school. Okay, so this is your dry powder. So you see, if this is used in a restaurant, can you see what a shitstorm this will be? Imagine, let's say you are in Gordon Ramsay's kitchen, okay? Your stupid ass actually started a fire. You accidentally started a fire, and then you start spraying this thing everywhere. Congrats, you spoiled all the materials. So you don't do this. So what do? You go for another choice. You use carbon dioxide because this thing is just a gas. Lower or higher? I think it's Form 4. I think it was in Form 4. If my memory serves me right, lah. Okay. Yeah, I think he would. All right. Anyway, so this is your carbon dioxide. Okay, it's really cool. So you see, dry powder is so useful because it can be used for any type of fire. Any type of fire, solid fire, liquid fire, gas fire, metal fire, any fire, you can use dry powder. Very useful. So that you see them everywhere. You see them everywhere. Okay, so we use dry powder. Okay, so how does it work, by the way? How does it work? Okay, let's say I really drew this. Let's say you have a pile of paper on fire. Okay, you have a pile of paper on fire. When you spray this dry powder, the dry powder is going to cover your fuel. This is your fuel. It is going to cover your fuel to the point that oxygen cannot reach your fuel. So you see, you are cutting away oxygen. When you cut away oxygen, the fire will stop. Okay, fire or water? I'm not too sure. Depends on what situation lah. Okay, are there? So when you remove the oxygen away, your fire will stop. So this is how it works. Okay, you can light up water. Yeah lah, if there's enough fuel lah. Okay, so anyway, so this is how you stop it. So guys, fire extinguisher, they work different from sprinkler. Sprinkler, they are to remove heat. Okay, your sprinkler is to remove heat, whereas your fire extinguisher is to remove oxygen. So they work differently. Don't ask me how you know. What did you do? Okay, anyway, so okay, no question, no question. Okay, so what is this fire blanket thing? This is for when you see they work something like a fire extinguisher, but you don't really see this anywhere lah. Okay, say if your friend is on fire, literally, okay, if your friend is literally on fire, you use this thing and cover him. Okay, you can either use a fire blanket or you can ask him to roll on the ground. Okay, or you can ask him to lie on the ground and you find 20 other guys and you all step on him. Hey, I'm just saying, okay, it's one of the way. Hey, it works, okay? It works. Because stepping on a fire, you are getting the oxygen away, so fire stops. Okay, or you can just roll, okay? Right, anyway, so you see, you remove heat by putting water, so the fire will stop. Guys, you might say, sir, just now you say remove oxygen, remove heat, right? Why don't you say remove fuel? I mean, you can remove fuel lah. You can remove fuel lah, but it's very hard lah. Because if you're a petrol station, do you say, I'm a petrol station, how do I stop fire? I'm going to remove all the fuel. Okay, great idea, Professor. So what are you going to sell now? You see the problem? You see the problem? Okay. Oh, you laugh like a witch. Okay, that's good. Okay, so you see, you can't always remove the fuel. Let's say you're the library. Okay. Yes, Yongyi, hello. I didn't notice you just now. Hi, Yongyi. Is this your first week here or your second week here? Have I seen you before? Sorry, my memory goldfish today. Okay, hello, Yongyi. Okay, so this is your field. Okay, you cannot always remove the second week, last week, on which day did you come? Did you come on Tuesday or Friday? Monday. Oh, okay. Oh, I remember already. Oh, okay. Oh, you came to physical, right? Okay. Now I remember. Okay, so anyway, so this is your fuel. Sorry, Monday I was not feeling well. Okay, so this is your fuel. You cannot remove the fuel. Okay, let's say you are a library, right? You cannot remove the fuel because the fuel they are your books. So you cannot remove the fuel. Right, so oxygen, this is to cut contact of oxygen, fuel with oxygen. Okay, like I said, cover it with wet fire blanket, wet sack, mud, sand, soil, foam, cover it with anything, or fire extinguisher, dry powder, then your fire will stop. Okay, can guys? Can so how do you stop fire in your house? This is no brainer lah, ha. Okay, keep flammable substance away from fire. Okay. Be aware of your electric appliances. Please don't use any non-certified electric appliances. Do not overload your plugs. Put a smoke alarm if you want. Do not smoke. Okay, put away your safe, your matches or whatever. Okay. So anyway, oh guys, do you want to hear some interesting story? Do you want to hear some interesting story? Okay, about this overloading. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay, so remember I said just now Malaysian couldn't give shit about the law until something happened, right? Right? Okay, you know what happened few years ago? Okay, few years ago, right? There was this Tafis. You know what's a Tafis? You know what's a Tafis? Tafis, we call it religious school. You know, like I don't know, like some of my Malay friends, they don't go to normal primary school. They just go to Tafis. Tafis. Not Tafis. Tafis is to filter. Tafis lah, Tafis. You don't funny can ah? Okay, so Tafis okay, Tafis So what happened was, okay, guys, do you know to open a Tafis you should rent a shop. And do you know this, to open shops, right? Okay, for TTC like us, to open a tuition center is not easy. You need to get permit from Bomba. Okay, from the fire department. Because if any shit goes wrong, they will know who to blame lah. Okay, so they need to come to your shop to certify that your shop is safe for business operation. Only you are allowed for permit. Okay, Bomba. Bomba lah, okay. Shane, you okay or not, Shane? Why you so blurred today, Shane? Okay, yes, Abang Bomba. Shane, you don't thirsty, please, Shane. Okay, anyway, so what happened was, I don't know whether you have heard this thing before. Few years ago, right, there was this Tafis, they opened in one of the housing area. Okay, it's like double story house. They just rent one house and they change it into a Tafis. Okay, they change it into a Tafis. And do you know you're not supposed to do that? Because if you change a house, a residential area, into a shop, there are many fire hazards that you should be concerned. Okay, so what happened was, there was one night, there were a few Malay boys, I think, they were trying to prank this Tafis. You know what they did? They locked their front doors and back doors. Okay, and before I go further, this Tafis, right, is not according to Bomba standard. You know why? Because they put this grill, to stop kids from exiting the building, to climb the building, they put grills at windows, right? Do you know you're not supposed to do that? Because when you put grills at the windows, there is no way for you to escape. So they did just that. All right. So there was one night, these few Malay boys, they were trying to prank this Tafis. They used chain and they locked the front and back doors. Okay, and they started a fire, sort of to prank them. And little did they know, this fire kind of got out of control. Okay, the fire kind of got out of control, and guess what happened? They cannot escape. All of them got locked inside. Okay, so I think it was around 20 or 30 of them, so they all died inside. Okay, so whose fault is it? Yeah, you could argue that it's the prankster's fault. Okay, you could argue it's the prankster's fault, but who allowed them to open there in the first place? Yes, all of them died. Okay, so whose fault is it? Okay, is it the Bomba's fault because they allowed this thing to happen? You see, when this shit hit the fan, right, everyone started pointing fingers. Oh, it's the Bomba's fault. Bomba said, no, you should ask the Ministry of Education. They give them the permit. And then the ministry said, oh, no, they started pointing fingers everywhere lah. Hello, they are all dead. What's the point? Okay, as I said, Who gave them the permit to operate? Okay, nobody knows. So you see, like I said, Malaysia, usually we don't give a shit about laws until something happens. Why they didn't call Abang Bomba? I don't know. You see, when you're locked in such a small space, even before the bomba came, you are dead. Okay, hey, not to mention, do you know many fire hydrants in Malaysia, they are non-functional? Okay, you let them sink in. Shane, you don't so thirsty, can Shane, stop it, Shane. Stop it. Get some help. Okay, anyway, so let's move into the exercise, shall we? Every house, yeah, but not in Malaysia, okay? Not in Malaysia. Malaysia usually, okay, Malaysia, we have this takper attitude. Do you know that? Do you know that takper? We have this takper attitude. Janji, okay. Nanti ada apa berlaku, baru kita selesai. We have this takper attitude. Exactly this. You see, if someone were to say no to them, if someone were to use stricter laws on them, this disaster could be prevented. Okay, I don't know I don't know in Malaysia, you know, this is when the law failed to protect us people. Right. Anyway, so shall we move on? Okay, have we done question 5 last week? Have we done any exercise? In fact, so many stories to tell you. Have we done question 5? Oh, we start at 5C. Okay, good. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna skip this because this is a pollution question already. I'll go into this next week. Okay, let's go to question 7. Okay, let's go to question 7. Oh, we did. Okay. So, number 7A. Number 7A. What's combustion? Okay, so like I said, you don't need to memorize this definition, but here goes. Combustion is a reaction. It's a reaction when fuel reacts with oxygen. Okay, pembakaran adalah tindak balas di mana bahan api bertindak balas dengan oxygen. Okay, I'm keeping it simple, guys. I'm keeping it simple. Okay, my definition might not be exactly same as the note, but anyway, you get the point, Okay, so next, combustion triangle. So you have your oxygen here, you have your fuel here, you have heat. Okay, no light, you don't need light for combustion, you just need these 3. Okay, so next, moving on. C. Okay, C, complete the sentence below. Combustion is a chemical process which involves the reaction of fuel with what gas? What gas do you need? You need oxygen, right? Okay, with oxygen gas to release heat and light energy. Combustion can only occur when fuel, bahan api, oxygen, and heat are present. You need all 3. Okay, you need all 3. You take one away, fire is going to stop. Okay, I'm sure you know this. Okay, so next, D. Ahmad attended a camp and assigned to cook. When making preparation for cooking, he found out that the firewood were wet. Exactly what I said just now. Wet firewood cannot burn. Explain why. Okay, because wet firewood, it contains water. Okay, mengandungi air. So what will the water do? The water will absorb heat. Okay, menyerap haba. Or you can say not enough heat to start combustion. I would accept as well. Okay, tidak cukup haba untuk memulakan pembakaran. Okay, tidak cukup haba untuk memulakan pembakaran. Write this yourself lah. I'm just lazy. Okay, so guys, what you see is what you get lah. Huh? What you see in the notes just now, it looks exactly the same in your question, right? So this chapter is considered easy. I hope I can finish this by next week, because by I think November we are going into light, the chapter 8, I think. That is difficult. Okay, chapter 8 is difficult. The next chapter is going to be hard. Okay, as you can see, this chapter is still very easy. So number 8, the diagram below shows combustion process through campfire. Yeah, November. Okay. So what is the sorry, you know what? Let me erase this real quick because I did it like a few days ago with my other class. Sorry. So number 8, so a combustion process through campfire. Oh, your school final exam already. I think some of your school won't include everything in the exam, right? Or teaching light already. So fast. Okay. Anyway, so this combustion meaning I'm not gonna repeat because it's the same question as up there. Okay. So number B, what are the 3 components that are needed? Okay, fuel, oxygen, and heat. I did what, Miru. I did what. This your mama thing. Need to stop. Hey, you know you know these it makes me fear the word nuts. My goodness, I can't say the word nuts. Okay, you know what it means, okay? I can't say it normally now. Okay, so see, Kelly wants to put out a fire. She puts a pile of dry leaves and twigs on the fire. Wow, Kelly is not the brightest tool in the shed, isn't she? Is Kelly's action correct? Okay, so 2020. Yeah, I agree, but I don't know. I still find it funny. I still find it funny, but y'all need to chill. Okay, so anyway, so is this correct? Of course, no. Okay, because they are fuel. Okay, dry leaves and twigs that are fuel. Mereka adalah bahan api. Okay, so they will cause combustion. Okay, cause combustion, menyebabkan pembakaran. You are adding fuel to the fire. Okay, you are adding fuel to a fire. Right? It's like when your friends, they are fighting and then you go there and say, oh my God, did you hear that? He said this to you. Oh, if I were you, I will punch him in the face already. Yeah. you know it's batu api. You know it's batu api. Yeah, I don't know. I love doing that. All right. Anyway, so next D, suggest one suitable substance which can be used to flame off the fire. Flame off the fire. Is that? Why does it sound so weird? Okay, thank you, Miru. Okay, so flame off the fire that's caused by oil burning. Explain your answer. So what can you use? You can use your dry powder fire extinguisher. Okay, dry powder fire extinguisher. Or dry powder extinguisher lah. Okay, pemadam api sebut kering. Okay, pemadam sebut kering. Why? Because this you can say prevent oxygen from contacting the fuel. Okay, mengelakkan oksigen bersentuhan dengan bahan api. So without oxygen, combustion stops. Tanpa oksigen, pembakaran berhenti. Okay, so dry powder. Guys, word of advice, if you are going to use this dry powder fire extinguisher, be aware of the recoil. You know what's a recoil? When you shoot a gun, that's the recoil, isn't it? So when you press on the fire extinguisher, make sure you hold the thing tightly, because when the thing kicks back, yeah, it's pretty strong. Okay, shall I say that? Hey guys, can you stop with the your mama joke? Goodness me. Okay, anyway, so moving on. Okay, so number 9, Saifu and Ryan carry out a study on combustion. So there are 3 things here. Okay, there's oxygen here. Wow, they are so brave. Guess what? If you put 100% oxygen here and you put fire here, might I say you are just asking for trouble. Okay, because they will simultaneously combust. If you're lucky, they might just burn your eyebrows lah. If you're lucky, okay. If not, they will burn your face. Okay, so this is your air. Okay, so air is 21% oxygen, and of course carbon dioxide. This thing will be off lah. So arrange in ascending order the duration of flame. So who burns the shortest? What is without? Without. W-O is without. Wow, shit, I didn't know you can type Mandarin. Okay, so what happens to, okay, which is the shortest duration? That will be T, right? That will be T, right? Followed by S. Okay, because S is 21%. So who burns the longest? That will be oxygen. Guys, oxygen is very flammable. There is a flammable logo right outside of every oxygen tank. Don't say they didn't warn you. Okay, very, very flammable. So B, give one inference for the observation. Guys, your exam is coming soon. Please know the word inference. What is inference? What the hell is that? What's that? Okay, so inference is, you explain what you see. Why is it like this? Why is it T shortest, S longer, R longest? Because oxygen is needed for combustion. Okay, oxygen is required. What am I writing? Okay, required for combustion. Okay, oxygen diperlukan untuk pembakaran. Probably in January. Should be that case lah. Because you see, now election is coming in November. I don't know lah. Mostly maybe your school will delay. I mean, the common sense will be in January, right? Because you see, your school year started in March. Why would they put your exam in November? This is beyond me. Unless that's not the final lah. Your final should be in January. Hopefully, if they put it in November, then I have nothing to say lah. You finish your exam so early for what leh? Then you have like what, 3 months? You just sit there and waste time. You see, I don't understand, man. Sometimes our government's decision puzzles me. Okay, they puzzle me. What the hell are they thinking? Okay, anyway. Guys, what the hell are you guys talking about? Can someone enlighten me? Okay, why suddenly got salmon one? Okay, so C. State the gas that has the following characteristics: supports combustion. Okay, so who supports combustion? Of course, oxygen lah. Who doesn't support combustion? Carbon dioxide lah. Okay, write the whole thing. Government like money only. This I agree. Okay, this I agree. So anyway, next one. Based on the above study, which gas is the most suitable to be filled in the fire extinguisher? So, what kind of question is this lah? Okay, so the most suitable would be your carbon dioxide. Okay, why? Because they do not support combustion. What the hell? There's answer here already. Okay. Hey, what's the deal with Genshin Impact? I don't. What's the fun? Where's the fun? Call me old lah. I mean, isn't it a copy of Legend of Zelda? I don't know leh. It looks very similar to Legend of Zelda. Okay, you can say that it's inspired. Okay, I don't know. It just looks very similar. Okay. Anyway, moving on. So E, besides the gas you have stated in D, state one other substance that is filled with the fire extinguisher. So what else can you fill fire extinguisher with? You can fill it with dry powder. Okay, serbuk garing. What else? You can use water. You can use foam. Okay, okay. Hey guys, stay on topic, please. don't chat some alien stuff. I tak nak faham lah. Okay, so next. Number 10. Match the following fire extinguisher with the correct use. Okay, so what do we use foam for? Okay. You know what? This is not coming out. Because you know why? Dry powder can be used for everything. What the hell? Okay, you see, what the hell? What kind of question is this? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna skip. Not important. Not important. In fact, you'll learn this again in Form 4. Okay, so next. So you have a fire happening in science lab. Oh, nice fire. Ethanol. This is your alcohol. When you put fire, this thing will start burning. So state the material on fire. Well, that's gonna be your ethanol. No shit. The suitable fire extinguisher to stop the fire. Dry powder lah. You can use, like I said, you can use dry powder for everything. Okay, can. What the hell, Miru? What the hell? Okay, so next, in your opinion, why did the fire occur? Because it is very close to the source of heat. Because this is the fuel, this is the air, this is the oxygen. When there's heat, it will start burning, right? You need heat. So because it is near to heat. Okay. Dekat dengan haba. So heat causes combustion. Haba menyebabkan pembakaran. Oh, goodness me, my hand hurts from writing. Oh, okay, so moving on. Next, question 11. Okay, question 11. Oh, what is this? Okay, so you have burning oil everywhere. So state the appropriate tool for extinguisher. What the hell? RIP English. Okay, extinguishing. Wrote a 403. Nice. PP, nice. Okay, so yeah, dry powder. Okay, so serbuk garing. I know it's patah perkataan. I just have to. I don't know, guys. Whenever I see the word PP, I'll just giggle. Okay, I know I'm very childish. Okay, serbuk garing. Okay, big PP. Okay, big PP. If you cannot laugh at the joke, then you have small PP. Okay, so anyway, number 2. In your opinion, why is water unsuitable? So why can't we use? Okay, here's the thing. Why can't we use water? Here's the thing. If there's a fire in your kitchen, you siram with water. Yes, the fire can stop, but now you have smoke. The smoke is going to kill you. So, but if you use dry powder, right, they just cover the fuel. Now you won't get any smoke. Water got H2O. Yes, April, you missed nothing. Okay, they're just chatting, gibberish. Okay, so why is water unsuitable? Because water doesn't cover the fuel. Okay, tidak menutupi bahan api. So you can say it will produce smoke. Guys, the thing that kills you is the smoke. Menghasilkan asap. Whenever you're trapped in a fire, okay, in a burning house, It's the smoke that kills you. It's not the fire because you're not flammable. Okay, you're not flammable. Unless you're made from paper lah. So B, Amma witnessed a fire at a workshop on his way home from school. The fire was caused by a short circuit. What is a short circuit? This is when your electricity, they jump. We call it a short circuit. Okay, so how does one prevent such fire? You check your wiring. Okay, check wiring. Memeriksa pendawaian. Check your wiring. So what fire extinguisher? Always you go for dry powder. Sebut kering. Yeah, something like electricity glitch. When the live wire and the neutral wire, they touch together, you will get something called a short. Okay, usually you don't need to scare about this lah. When there's a short in your house, the switch at your main, there's a white box in your house, the thing will jump, right? The thing is to protect you. It's called a circuit breaker. Okay, it's called a circuit breaker. Right, so anyway, you know what, guys? The rest of the questions, they're kind of repetitive, so I'm not going to repeat lah. So next week, we shall go into pollution. I shall wrap this chapter up by next week. Okay, so we learned something new today. I hope you do. I hope you do. Okay, so we just basically learned about fire today. So have a good week ahead, guys. I will see you again the same time next week. Okay, happy
See ya.
holiday. Okay, yes, see you, Henry. Take care. Goodbye. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Stone. Goodbye.
Bye, Miru.